Hey everybody, what's going on? Sean here with the Tech Gremlin Warrior, and today we are going to go into the Windows 11 Start menu. So, had a question come up from my father-in-law. He's going to upgrade his computer. He's going to go and get a new computer, and he's going from Windows 10 to Windows 11. And he asked, "Is Windows 11 much different?" And yes, there are some differences, but it's not going to be anything that's going to be a huge learning curve. So, here's what we're going to do. Let's dive in, take a peek at the desktop, and walk through the Windows 11 Start menu, and show you, how it's changed, and also just kind of walk you through how to use it, how to maximize it, any like tips, tricks. Going to cover those as well. So let's dive in and take a peek. Very first thing you're going to notice is that it's now in the center of your screen. All right, that's new for Windows 11. All the previous versions of Windows 10 had it over to the left. If you'd like to have it over to the left, I personally like having it over to the left. Call me a creature of habit. Um, but if you want to keep it in the center where it's at right now, you can do that. But let's go ahead and move it on over to the left Windows 10 style. So I think probably the quickest and easiest way to do this is just to right click on the taskbar. Okay, the taskbar is there at the very, very bottom. That's where all you see the icons, and in the far left you see the clock. That's that's the taskbar at the bottom of your screen. We're going to right click on that, and we're going to go to taskbar settings. Okay, that's going to open up our personalization taskbar. Now, right down here, almost lower third of the screen or so is taskbar behaviors. Got a little drop down arrow. You don't have to click on the drop down arrow. You can actually just click on the bar. It doesn't matter. It's going to open up that bar. It's going to expand it. Very, very top of top option is taskbar alignment. Over here to the far right, it says center. All right. If you use that drop down, it now is going to allow you to move it to the left. So watch what happens when we click on left, and boom, it's now over to the left. And again, I'm going to leave it there. I like it there over on the left. Again, if you think you'd like to keep it kind of looking more like Windows 11, you can keep it on the in the center. And again, you can just use that drop down to move it where you want it. Okay. Again, your options are left or center. I'm going to go ahead and close this down. All right. Another thing about the start menu item, which is kind of cool, and that is if you just normally left click it, that's going to open it up like normal. All right. Another real cool thing though is if you right click on it, that's going to kind of give you more options that normally you have to really search for. And again, we're going to go over that as well. But device manager is something that you might use every now and then. Let's just say that you have an issue with your cam and you need to reload the device manager or I'm sorry, the device driver for your webcam. You would go into device manager, and that's where you would reload that driver, uninstall it, reinstall it, etc., etc. So that's where the device manager comes into play. A lot of other stuff, terminal. Don't think I ever use terminal that much. Terminal admin, event viewer. You might be using event viewer every now and then. Task manager. Use task manager all the time, and there's all kinds of ways of getting the task manager. But I just want to show you that. All right. So let's just open up this start menu like you normally would by left clicking on it. Okay. And how this is different than Windows 10. Normally Windows 10 is going to give you a whole list of all of the programs that are on your computer by default. With Windows 11, they hide it. They show you the pinned. All right. And by default, Microsoft's going to give you some pinned stuff. A lot of this stuff will be things like that they're promoting. They might have TikTok in there. They might have Instagram in there. You can remove those. And how you remove one of these, let's just say here, I really don't think I'll ever use the Microsoft Store. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna remove my computer. If I wanted to, I could from here. But I'm gonna right click on it, and I'm going to do unpin from start. And now it's gone. All right. Now, if I really still again need it, I can either go to all, or again, search function is your friend. All right. We can do Microsoft, and then we can do store. Okay. Now here's the other thing to kind of keep in mind, because it can confuse people. When you are doing a search, a lot of times this stuff down here is confusing. And this is because it's showing stuff that you can look for on the web if you wanted to. What you want to do is pay attention to the best match. Okay, it's letting us know that the Microsoft Store is already installed. It'll either say something like app, or in this case, it's saying system, and it's letting us know that it's already installed on the computer, and then we could open it up that way. All right, so I'm just going to go out of here completely. Let's go back. We're going to left click on our start menu once again. All right, now I want to show you. We got some recommendations here. That's definitely not anything I'll ever play. I'm going to take and do a remove from list. And now it's removed from list. All right. So if you're looking to find your program that you're interested in, again, I would say just do a search. Okay, you can see here I don't even have anything on my desktop. I like having a nice clean desktop, and the thing is, in the old days I used to have all kinds of stuff in the desktop. I even used to, when I was trying to get things organized, I would create a little folder that would say desktop icons, and I would just move all of my desktop icons into that folder. You know how when you install an app, it'll automatically install a shortcut on your desktop. I now turn that off because I know I'm going to be able to go into start and do a search for it from there. All right. And so I like having a nice clean desktop so I can see these monkeys here. Um, so search is your friend, but if you want to see, hey, I'm not really sure what that app was, you use here the all option, and boom, all comes up. They're all alphabetized. You can go in here and look for everything that is installed on your computer is there. All right. If we go and click on a letter C, that brings up the whole alphabet. So if you know that, hey, I'm pretty sure this is a Photoshop, or maybe it's an Adobe, you could go in here and look, is there something in here for Adobe? Or I think it had to do with photos. So I'm going to go over here to P, and I'm going to go and look at P, all the P's. All right. And so that's how you would find apps using the alphabet, or just listing them all in alphabetical order. Okay. So next thing we do is go back. And again, we got a few things here that are pinned. Outlook. I don't think I'll ever use Outlook. So I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to do unpin from start. And that's now going to remove it from this menu. All right, so let's just say that you want to pin something now that's not on here. How do you do that? All right, so what you would do is you would say, okay, I'd really like to have Microsoft Clipchamp. That's Microsoft's newest video editor. We can click on all. Okay, now all's expanded, and we can either do Clipchamp like that. There it is. It's pulling it up. Like I said, best match, Microsoft Clipchamp app. Now, again, look down below. It's got some clipboard settings. It's pulling up some other stuff. But usually your best match is going to be what you're looking for. All right. Now, we can right click on that. And then we can also do a pin to start. Now, if we pin it to taskbar, it's going to show up on the taskbar down below. Okay. It should probably show up next to our Microsoft Edge. But we're going to do a pin to start. Now, if I click out and we go back to the Windows Start menu, again, we're going to do a left click. It opens it up, and there's Microsoft Clipchamp. Now, if you had more programs, they would have a browse feature, or the option to scroll up and down, and or they would have little buttons that you can click on to go to like the next page. We don't have a whole lot, so we don't have to really worry about that right now. We don't have to do a scroll. Now, if this was at the very, very bottom and we wanted to have it at the very top, you can go and you can right click on it and do a move to front. And now it's going to be at the very front. Okay. And so you can do that and put all of the programs that you might be using the most up there. All right. Again, lots of things you can do to pin and unpin programs that you use. Again, I like to clean this up and take off all the garbage that Microsoft thought that we're going to want to see, and only put those things that are helpful to me. All right. And again, we've got File Explorer is here. It's also here. You're going to be using File Explorer probably quite a bit. And again, I can't emphasize enough the search function. All right. One of the things you can do is just go ahead down here and left click on start and just immediately start typing. All right. Clip. I started typing clip and it started pulling it up. It knew that I was looking for Clipchamp. All right. Same thing. Let's go back over here. Let's do a left click. And this time we're going to do settings. And it automatically started pulling settings for us. Okay. Again, really, really helpful. So there you go. Some of the ins and outs of the Windows 11 start menu, how it's a little different than the Windows 10 start menu, how to use it and make it yours so that you have it dialed in just the way you want. That's it for today, everybody. If you're enjoying these videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That helps me out. Take care, everybody.